Do some YouTube shit again.
The last video y'all saw of the C60, Graham just had the frame built. None of this was here, the cab wasn't even on. And I think we just got the motor set in there.
A lot of Sundays, a lot of Saturdays. I'm out of breath, I'm tightening bolts. We've got a lot of stuff done to this. Compound turbo, 6-speed Allison transmission, injectors, ARP head studs, some other things to spice up just the look of the motor, BD valve covers, BD turbo blankets. We've got the Keating Machining front cover, custom built alternator, aluminum radiator. We've made it look nice under the hood. Obviously the whole look of this truck was patina on the outside, open up the inside. You know, it looks almost new. Same thing with under the hood. We have a 3-car Featherlight wedge that we got from Hendrick Motorsports. It was used in the late 80s, early 90s to haul NASCARs, actual NASCARs to events. We're gonna do a little semi-restoration on it. It was actually hauled by a C60, like an 80s model C60, so we're hauling it with a 60s model C60, so they're pretty eager to see that, and we'll meet up with them in a later video when we get it all done.
We're gonna show you guys a rundown of everything that he's done to this. I know y'all are probably like, well, last video y'all was in shorts and t-shirts and sweating balls. It's like 30 degrees out here today.
Man, that was like 8 months ago.
It was a long time ago.
We're spraying the bottom side of the cab, the fenders, the steps, and the inner fenders in Patriot liner. This stuff is a lot better quality than most people you see using Raptor liner for the underside of trucks. Plain old bed liner and top coating it is way better, lasts a lot longer, and provides a much better looking finish once it's done. We chose to spray this under the fenders to help prevent with rock chips, so if a rock or something gets caught in the tread and shoots it up in the fender, to hopefully protect it from having an Audi, especially since we're trying to preserve the patina finish of the whole build. So now we're going to get back to spraying the fenders and the bottom side of the cab.
So laying out the sections of the sound deadener, so that way it's just not all like willy-nilly in here. It'll actually be laid out in pieces, but it'll all interlap. So trans tunnel will have its own piece, each floor section will have its own piece, sides will have its own piece, and the firewall will have its own piece. So right now I'm just getting the layout, all the curves, then I'll mark them with a Sharpie. Once I get it exactly where I need it, then I'll go through and cut it out.
We was gonna film every single thing, but like filming, wiring everything would have been hour-long videos of just like doing nothing. So
running air lines, wiring, wiring all the relay modules, analog upgraded gauge cluster, the air condition, doing sound deadener. Gotta appreciate the guys who stayed after, worked on weekends to help get it done. And
so we just went over the whole truck build. Now all these nuts and bolts are loose. Nothing is tight. We're gonna go through the whole truck. I'm gonna help them tighten them down. I only use hands, no power tools. What the? It reminds me of Chris Farley going in a tight spot.
I'm trying to get in here. Tighten all the cab bolts. Everything's just hand spun in there. So we'll just tighten all those down tomorrow night and she'll be ready for her maiden voyage.
I heard it fire up one time for like what, 10 seconds?
10 seconds and it died out.
Yeah, and it died out. So this is actually starting for good.
Official.
We think. At least we hope. Oh! Why does it keep cutting off like that?
The throttle
air out of the injectors, and I don't have the idle set or nothing.
Oh.